I'm talking guala on the cruiser, guala on the penthouse. They know I be moving. Shorty on my line, I'm finna super. You know I'm finna cold crush, find a gang iller. They ain't no such cold nigga. Rose sipper,
I also have the Sony Vegas.
Oh, you use Sony Vegas.
I bought it.
Yeah, it's expensive.
With money.
Oh, yeah,
legally. Yeah. From the company.
No.
Got CD-ROMs.
If you had done it a few months ago, you could have got it from Humble Bundle for really cheap. Like $5.
Oh, I got it for maybe slightly less than $5. Perhaps. Not considerably less, of course, because I got it legally, but...
A bunch of different effects and stuff.
Are you ready to, as I've been telling my students this week before we debate, rock and roll?
I'm only ready for the rock part.
I feel like you can say, are you ready to rock and roll like once or twice? That's not a good catchphrase. See, what I was really trying to get like in this framing, I think would be better is like if we were like really sitting face to face like normally, and then the camera's just there. But I feel like
I didn't move,
I don't know.
Did I?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just feel like there could be better setup. Maybe what I was really thinking if it was just like a normal table and we're just sitting across from each other, it was just here we got to turn a little bit. All right, you're from the U.S., right?
Yeah, I am from the United States of America.
Where are you from?
That question is so hard to answer because I am from so many different places.
Okay. An international man of mystery.
My dad was in the Air Force, so I've moved so many different places. I was born in Ohio.
Were you born on a base by any chance?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember. Oddly enough, I
think my mom was born in Ohio on a base because my dad was my grandfather was in the Air Force.
So I was born in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay.
I think it was the Army base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say it was.
Yeah, we'll say.
Let's say it was.
Sure. I was born with the M16 in my hand,
Isn't that kind of unfair? Like a golden spoon in your mouth, born with like a dagger in your mouth. So all over the place, Ohio. Can you tell me one place you're from?
Yeah, what I tell people,
this shit down.
I'm from Colorado.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Okay.
I lived there the longest as a kid.
From Denver or?
No, Colorado
Boulder?
Springs.
Colorado Springs?
Second city.
So. Oh, Colorado Springs. Got it. Boulder's in between, right?
Yeah.
Hippie
Boulder's
town.
small, yeah.
Hippie town. Colorado Springs, military town.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah, my brother lived there until recently. Actually, he's moving. I don't know if it's in Colorado Springs or outside, but I've been to Colorado Springs only to see him because that's where he was at.
My memory serves me correctly. I think there are 4 military bases just in Colorado Springs alone.
That's crazy. If you were on the tourist board for Colorado Springs, what would you say is worth visiting there?
Hey, dude, the rocks are red.
Rocks are red?
Yeah.
Red Rocks?
Yeah, Red Rocks.
Red Rocks is a place in Denver, yes? It's like an amphitheater, an outdoor amphitheater.
It's called Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs.
Okay. That's a park, right?
Yeah.
I went there with my brother he walked his dog.
You see the camels?
I don't know if I saw the camels. I was just... We're right next to an airport. We're going to be pausing quite a few times to make way for them, sound-wise. It was a super big park. Beautiful. I just kind of wanted to climb stuff, but it's like, there's plenty of climbing to do there, but like not in the park because it's, like ancient, like statuesque rocks you should preserve.
People do it all the time, so.
Okay. So, rocks. 3 U.S. historical events in your lifetime. 1997 is not in the U.S. actually.
1997.
I have the same things from the guy.
I thought you said 79.
From interviewing James about England, and this was. Do you know what happened in England in 1997?
I'm trying to test my knowledge of the UK history. No, I don't know. Maybe
Princess Di.
I was gonna guess that one.
Or are you really going to?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Princess Diana. Crash. Okay.
2001.
Well, you gonna skip Tupac?
Oh, about like was that in your lifetime?
91, I think. 92?
Was that in your lifetime?
Yeah.
When was that?
I think 92.
92?
I think so.
Are you sure?
No, 100% sure. But it's either 91 or 92.
2001, dude. 90s, nothing happened in the 90s. Skip the 90s, nothing happened.
Tupac getting shot by Biggie Smalls, the greatest conspiracy of all time. You say nothing?
Okay, so included 1992-ish, Biggie or Pac? Or both?
Pac all the way.
Pac, okay. Pac.
I lived in LA.
Okay, so Pac getting,
I used to live in LA for 2 years.
Pac getting shot.
3 years.
2001, what happened?
The towers fell down.
2008.
Market crash?
Obama.
Obama?
Also, the market crash. That might be actually bigger than Obama.
Yeah.
Obama was legendary, but yeah, the market crash may have been like actually a bigger event that year. 2015. Gay marriage. Of these 4 events, which one rings loudest in your memory?
2001.
Yeah. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, the movie is like great. There's spaceships and monkeys like hitting rocks. The bones on.
Yeah.
Great movie.
And did you like at the beginning where it was like taking off or
No, the monkeys.
the monkeys?
Yeah,
You're on the T-monkey. What if he was just killed at the beginning of the movie,
obelisk.
but then just went
It
through
was
the
all about
portal
monkeys,
into
I'd
the
be way
monkeys?
happier.
It's fine.
Just all about
Why do you have to
monkeys?
include humans?
Right.
That kind of makes it lame.
Right,
We don't need that
spaceship.
drama. Like, to get the monkeys.
No, I remember when I was a kid and I saw the towers fall.
What was it like going through that?
I mean, I didn't know.
How old are you?
I was like 9.
How old are you? Okay.
27.
Okay, right on.
So I remember
92?
how old.
92?
No, 91.
Okay, cool.
December though. So.
Okay, so 92.
No.
Okay.
End of December.
So yeah, what was it like living through 9/11?
I mean, I was just a school child, so
Mm.
I remember seeing it on TV and thinking it was not. I just thought like there was an accident or something.
I feel like if you ask any American person about like these or other events and they're, like 20, 30, 40, like that's probably what they'll say. But not 20.
Well,
30, 40,
not-
that's what they'll say, right?
Yeah.
You're not old enough to remember like JFK or like Pearl Harbor.
Well, no.
Like that's probably the one that people will say. I think I should stop asking this question now to American people.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I do remember something.
Yeah.
It was a pretty defining moment because
Okay.
I study psychology and political science.
Okay.
But my main focus was on political science because
Okay.
I remember my dad always talks about politics and my
Okay.
uncles and aunts, everything. They always fight and yell. But I do remember after 9/11, Bush signs some new laws against the Constitution called Patriot Act. It's a presidential order,
Yeah.
so it supersedes Congress doesn't need approval,
Yeah.
but it violates so many.
And that was something Bush was really known for, was his
Yeah, of course.
his
it's still feeling the effects today.
executive orders, right?
Right.
And it kind of like started the trend with Obama and then onto Trump of like, we don't need to ask Congress for stuff. We're the president, like
Right.
kind of moving much more into like dictator zone, right?
America's been
Just with like Clinton, like he had very, very few executive orders. Like it was something that before Bush, like presidents didn't use because there was like it was seen as like there's a process to go through. Executive orders are for war, for emergencies, and Bush was just kind of like handing them out left and right.
Right.
And then Obama didn't stop handing them out left and right. Like this is like setting a new precedent.
so we'll say that at least for modern U.S. history.
That you were not going to tell me about that when you were 9 years old.
Yeah, of course. But I did when I was not. I remember I was
Your
like.
dad was
10,
talking
11.
about it, like talking about this is
and
not
I
cool.
I remember specifically saying that this is probably going to cause problems later. I just remember talking about that.
His dad told him.
No. My dad
what's-
did not agree. I remember.
Oh,
That's
you
why
were
I
like having
remember.
political debates.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, I was not having political debates when I was that old. What's something good about living in the U.S.? What's good and bad about living in the U.S.?
The food is really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fake and
Okay.
full of grease and fat.
Yeah, it's actually
cheese.
American food is notoriously bad compared to cuisine from a lot of other places in the world. It really is. I mean, I'm American. I love hamburgers.
It's
are
less
my-
refined, but it's fat and like all the things that your body really
It's delicious.
wants.
You mean?
Yeah,
It's
they're
delicious.
addicting.
It's super
Yeah.
good. There's like I guess a reason like McDonald's is the biggest like fast food chain around the world. Like they have a formula. It works.
Yeah.
Even if it's as you say,
You know,
unrefined.
the reason why people like McDonald's, on a small tangent,
Yeah.
people like McDonald's.
You can do a big tangent.
big
This whole
tangent.
thing can just be episode number
McDonald's.
1 of the McDonald's podcast.
the McDonald's conspiracy.
Yeah.
The number one reason why people like McDonald's.
You know,
is
Joe Rogan Experience. We've talked about that recently. How you sample a little bit. He has, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He's had Alex Jones on a couple times. They're crazy episodes, man.
Yeah.
If you're in, I mean, number one, Alex Jones is a very smart man who is quite articulate, extremely passionate,
And afraid of goblins. I know.
afraid of goblins, turning the frogs gay, and but I mean he's like well informed. Like it's pretty crazy to like listen to his interviews, right? I mean, on one level, it's like if you watch like a YouTube video with like some scary music, you can get convinced of a lot of things, right? But it's also like being drawn into that like emotional experience is a cool experience to be drawing. Like, whoa, aliens are real, you know? It's cool. It's like a really cool experience to go through. But yeah, his Jerry interviews are crazy. Yeah. Anyway, McDonald's.
Oh yeah. So I'm just saying the number one reason why people like McDonald's is just consistency, because people are afraid of deviation and like change. Even something as simple as like.
And that's the thing about they have their supply chain down to a T, right? Yeah. So like you go anywhere in the world, the French fries are like the same strain of like russet potato, fried the exact way in the same oil with the same number of seconds, right? Exactly. Same process, same machine. Like their process is.
So even if it's shit, at least you know you're getting shit every time.
But you know what shit you're getting.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Not like it's not like it could be a little bit like good sometimes. Like oops, no. It's the same around the world. Colorado. You're also from Arizona?
No.
You went to school there?
I worked there and I lived there, but
okay.
I would not call myself an Arizonian.
Okay. Live there, work there. So we're gonna do some Colorado, Arizona, and also U.S. trivia. First one is U.S. trivia. The rest is Colorado, Arizona. Okay. I'm gonna give you nicknames of U.S. cities. Tell me what the city is. The city that never sleeps.
Chicago.
NYC.
Oh, wait, Seattle. Sorry.
NYC.
No, the other one.
New York City.
No, the other one. Seattle. Never sleeps.
Oh, Sleepless in Seattle, the movie?
Oh, goddamn.
You failed number one. Should we stop? Should we keep going?
No, what was the first one? Tell me the answer.
The city that never sleeps.
And what's the answer?
New York City.
Oh.
The city that never sleeps. You're the second American I've interviewed, so I went through all of the easy ones with his interview.
It's okay.
I don't want to repeat the same material. We went to like the hard. This is like tier 2 city nicknames.
Right.
Big D. If you don't know, don't say. I'll give you a hint.
I'm gonna say Detroit.
Dallas.
Fuck.
Mile High City.
Denver.
Well, that's also Denver. Little Cuba. You got it. You got it. Yeah. The city on a hill. Or Beantown.
Chicago. Beantown, Chicago. It's easy.
There's a big bean in Chicago, so he thinks it's called Beantown.
What, you think beaners? What?
Boston.
Boston.
Charm City. Oh, there's another one. What from the last one? What was it? It was like America's finest city or something like that. Like San Diego. I was like, this is like not. Diego. These aren't like.
I know San Diego.
These nicknames are stupid. Like that's not America's finest city. You can't just say that about your city. Like San Diego.
I kind of think San Diego is probably the finest city.
America's finest city.
Yeah, I love that city.
I've never been to San Diego. Tell me about San Diego. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like I
can live one place and
it's a contender for America's finest city.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
It's beautiful. There's no trash. The beaches don't have homeless people. It's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, my standards might be low. Because in like Los Angeles, the whole thing is just like hippies and
it's a disgusting city, right? Yeah.
But in San Diego, there's no hippies.
Really?
Yeah, there's hot girls
hippies.
on the beach.
Nice.
And, like,
okay.
People have birds, like fucking like beautiful red birds, and like you just like.
Is that like a thing? Like a lot of people have beautiful red birds.
No, it's
common thing.
Rare. That's why it's so great in San Diego.
San Diego, yeah. Cool.
I love San Diego, man.
Okay, I just feel to have some passion about San Diego. Yeah. That's super cool. I've never been, so I don't know, but I would. I've always imagined it as being a shithole for whatever reason. I don't know whatever reason, but for whatever, maybe just the name.
Yeah, it's called West Virginia, you know.
It's San Diego. It sounds like a shithole. Like if you didn't know, if you're an alien like coming down, like,
I guess.
We'll go to San Diego. You'd be like, I don't want to go there. Like it's gross. I don't go to San Diego.
San Diego.
Ew. Sin City.
It's Las Vegas.
Okay. The Centennial State. Hint: this is not a city. It's a state. The Centennial State.
I know this one too.
I hope you do. I hope you do. I've got 2 states for you. The other one is the Copper State. Arizona.
Utah, maybe?
Arizona. What do you think is the Centennial State?
1,000 years.
In 1976, Denver became the first city to host.
That's why I heard it. I'm an idiot. Okay.
In 1970, because we're talking about your 2 states. In 1976, Denver became the first city to turn down hosting what event because of cost, pollution, and population issues? It's big, and you might imagine it being in Denver, but they didn't have it. They turned it down.
I'll read it again.
It's really big.
Read
it's a really big.
again.
In 1976, Denver became the first city to turn down hosting what super
Super Bowl?
super big event, bigger than a Super Bowl, because of costs, pollution, and population.
Bigger event than Super Bowl. New Year's Eve?
Denver people, please don't cry.
Man,
They have New Year's
Bro, I told you I was born in Ohio.
Winter Olympics. How much of Colorado land? This one, of course, you don't have an answer, but just take a guess. How much of Colorado land is federally owned? What do you think? Just take a guess. Like state parks.
92.
A third. 92 would be a lot. That'd be a lot. A third is also a lot, though. Highest mountain in Colorado?
Mount Elbert.
Nice,
No,
nice,
yeah,
nice. Man, you didn't get the Centennial State, Colorado. You got Mount.
forgot.
You got
I've
Mount.
seen some of
how
those
How do you
signs.
get Mount Albert?
I've
I
been
thought
to
that one
it.
was kind of obscure.
I walked up it.
Okay. Question number 5. The answer is Garden of the Gods. We talked about that already. Which 4 states make up the Four Corners region?
Colorado, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico.
Got it. Yeah, done.
Been there too. So. All
The other one is about copper. Arizona is famous for production of copper. State capital covered in 4.6 million
knew that.
pennies worth of copper. Okay, here's one a little bit more of a thinker. I think you got it, though. I think you got it. The towns of Tombstone, Ruby, Gillette, and Gunsight are all examples of what kind of town scattered throughout Arizona. There's 200.
That's already good.
Yeah.
Tombstone. As soon as you get Tombstone.
You know Tombstone?
Yeah.
It's a
been
kind
there.
of pizza. Oh, you've been to Tombstone?
Yeah,
I see.
Tombstone, yeah.
You know all these ones where you've had experience.
Well, because that's why I thought. Was it Billy the Kid? I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've been to Ghost Town. What are they like?
Empty.
That's the whole idea.
There's
cool.
some in Colorado too, but that's the ones I mostly went
I've
to.
never been to a ghost town.
Tombstone. You ever seen the movie? Oh, Billie Holiday.
I don't think so.
And,
I don't think so.
man, it's so good.
Oh.
It's one of my. I hate Western movies, but
So that one's good.
that's pretty good.
What do you think of John Wayne? Not as a cultural icon, but of his movies. Like, would you sit down and watch one? You said you're teaching your girlfriend about American movie culture.
I probably would skip John Wayne. I'm not. Like I said, I don't like those type of Western.
They're old,
movies, yeah.
man. They're old.
It's not that they're old. I just don't like Western movies, like the westerns.
Are they? Do they make those anymore though? Are they still?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like a Clint Eastwood? There's some like he's still making movies.
Yeah.
He's still making. Yeah.
But he doesn't always make westerns anymore.
Okay.
He moved into like
Other things.
contemporary,
Okay.
thought-provoking ones. There's one about him like bringing drugs across the border.
Oh, I think that was the newer one.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
From like a year.
And there's also the racist one.
Okay.
Gran Torino.
But isn't that just him or?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Gran
That
Torino.
racist one. Okay, last one. What river flows through the Grand Canyon?
I gotta be careful. I said the wrong one.
You got too many wrong already. He's gonna lose Who Wants to Be a Millionaire if you get this one wrong. I'll give you a hint. The name of the river is very related to the state that you're from.
River, but I don't know.
Nice, you got it. The Colorado River.
I was afraid I said the wrong one.
Draining water from 7 different states.
Yeah.
Come on, we're friends. I'm not trying to put you in a corner
I
here.
did a canoe trip on the Colorado River.
Oh, cool.
For a week. I think 1 week. I remember. So one time I got sunburned. My skin is so dark.
Oh,
that
crazy.
My nose peeled.
You mean you just can't get sunburned, but this time,
Yeah.
being out in the sun all day, every day
It's
on
because
river.
the sun reflects off the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And there's no trees to cover it up, right? There's no, like, you're in the
there
river.
are some trees.
Okay. But a lot of it's like one of those sun shields like
Yeah.
old ladies put on in movies.
Yeah,
to, like,
exactly. It's
reflect
just
it
like
into
that.
your face to get like a...
Just like that. But it didn't hurt. My nose just peeled. Like little skin.
7 states. That's a lot of states for a river to go through.
Yeah.
I guess a long river.
Yeah, it's super long and big.
The other day I was looking at, Mississippi is the biggest in North America.
Yeah.
One of the biggest in the world. Top 5 must be, right?
Yeah.
And because I'm gonna go to the deep south this summer. I'm gonna go to in August on a road trip with my sister through the deep south.
Of America.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like-
Florida to Texas. I've never been to any of those places, but we're gonna go see all the worst places in America. Louisiana.
I've been through Texas before. but-
Cool. I've heard it's cool. I mean, it's big. It's big. We're not gonna see the whole
Are
thing.
you going to all the South or just?
I'm gonna go Florida to Dallas, like Miami to Dallas. So go up through Miami,
Those ones I have.
Louisiana, Alabama.
No, South Carolina, North Carolina.
No. We're trying to hit the worst ones. We're
Those
gonna
are pretty bad. No, South Carolina.
No, South Carolina is cool. That's what I'm saying. That's like
It's
a cool
pretty bad.
state. Oh yeah.
North Carolina's okay.
These
but-
3: Mississippi, Louisiana, and
What about Kentucky? That's up north, but it's pretty bad.
I mean, if you look at what are the highest drug usage rates, highest
Yeah, Missouri.
obesity, highest
Where's
poverty,
Missouri?
highest unemployment.
Where's Missouri?
It's not number 3.
Missouri's like the poop of America.
It's maybe number 4.
No, I think it's probably number.
But I
one.
think 1, 2, 3, these
St.
3
Louis?
states got all.
Look up St. Louis. That place, I was scared for my life. I drove through.
I went to St. Louis. Yeah, it's not a good city. What other countries have you lived in outside of the U.S.?
Croatia. Lived in. Had a residence.
Been in for a bit. Whatever your definition is.
We'll just say
Loosely.
at least a month, okay? So if we're all saying at least a month, India, Croatia, at least a month. Mexico and Taiwan.
Wow, cool.
So
Cool.
far.
But you've traveled quite a few other places, right? What were your first impressions? Can we talk about Croatia?
Yeah, sure.
What were your first impressions of Croatia?
Oh, first impression.
Yeah.
The first thing I knew about Croatia was the people I met from Croatia.
In the
different
States?
country. No, Germany.
Okay.
So I stayed in a hostel in Germany, and my
Okay.
roommates were 2 girls from Croatia.
Oh, dope.
And they were very attractive, so first impression.
Good. Good first impression.
And they were really fun. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun times in Munich. And then I came back, and they said, "Oh, come to Split. Come to Split." Split is a big city in Croatia.
Okay.
So I went to Split, and it was beautiful, amazing. Nothing I've seen before.
When you went there originally, it was just to travel, kind of check out, kind of continue your adventures.
I wanted to travel anyway, so my friends invited me to come and hang out with them, and I want to travel, so I hit a bunch of other cities, and then ended up there for Christmas. I was there over Christmas time.
Cool. Beautiful. Do they celebrate Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Does anywhere in the world not celebrate Christmas? It's got to be some places.
Japan?
Yeah, not many. Maybe some places don't do it quite as big as other places. What are your impressions of Croatia now? Did it change like over the couple months?
A little.
Okay.
So the first time I went there was just on vacation, and I had so much fun. I thought it was just party city. Everyone's really
because you were partying there.
Right, really friendly, I thought. But second time I worked there, a little different scene. Croatians, they're very strange. They work really, really hard when it's the time to work.
Okay.
But
they're dedicated to their task.
Yeah, but they only make money during the summertime. So
because a pretty big part of the
not
economy
really
is
at least
tourism.
Split, yeah.
Okay, like
Split
tourist cities.
Yeah.
I've heard that. I met a Croatian guy. I sent you an Instagram video last week, and he was saying like even a lot of Croatian people during the summer they all go to the south. Yeah. Like everyone goes to like their seaside home or wherever, like moves to different cities. Like, there's a big like influx just to the southern places. So
some people work up in the capital, which is I've been there too.
Anyway, not on the coast.
No, it's in the middle of the mountains. It'll come to me later.
So anyway, the place you lived was on the coast, on the south, and it's a lot of islands,
Split.
beautiful places, beaches, a lot of tourism, really.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as the industry.
People come to Split, and then they'll take the boat later to like Hvar Island.
I see. So it's kind of like a relay transit point, for the rest of the places.
Yeah. And also,
but you say Split itself is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's the old Roman ruins. So one of the emperors made Split his second palace, summer palace. So it's the oldest inhabited ruins in the whole world.
I've got a trivia question about Croatia for you later. I feel like you're gonna get it.
Probably.
It's about that.
I love it. I love it.
That's what it's about.
Okay.
That's amazing. So there's like ruins.
Yeah. And I lived in those ruins for a while.
Wow.
I took I had my hotel stay, but then I later on I lived somewhere farther in the city.
You mean like it's kind of like old Roman city?
Yeah.
Like city walls or something like that?
Yeah,
like,
and the cobble streets, everything is so beautiful. Yeah.
Wow. And it's a big thing about like Roman architecture is like it doesn't fall apart, right?
Yeah.
It's like famous for like being like perfect.
Yeah, very, very good, yeah.
I heard, do you know Dan Carlin? It's like a history podcast.
Yeah.
He does these amazing history stories. You would love it.
Yeah, probably.
Because he describes, I think what he does best and what he tries to do best is to put himself in the shoes of people in historical positions and think like, what would it be like through their eyes, like in that scenario, right? And he talks about people in like 400, 500, 600 AD, like coming across ancient Roman ruins, and just these people. I mean, this was the Dark Ages. Like this was like you don't have history, you don't have writing, you don't have this is like hot, like very far regressed in many places in Europe to like almost like a prehistory state, right? And like coming across these ruins would be like coming across like alien, like they would have no conception of how you would build something so incredible.
Yeah.
And these are hundreds of years old already. Like by the point they're like coming across these and saying like what gods like formed like these like aqueducts, for example, that are still standing, still these magnificent structures after hundreds of years.
But well, the thing about Split is people had lived there. They never moved away.
Oh, it was never...
It's been continuously inhabited this whole time.
Because, I mean, it's a Croatian city.
Right.
So there's have the local population, and it was part of the Roman Empire, and he made this kind of getaway.
Right.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful. Should we go to Taiwan? I feel like let's visit real quick. We'll be back to Croatia in a minute. You've been in Taiwan now for how long?
About 11 months.
11 months? Cool.
Maybe exactly. I don't know.
Okay. And what are the differences between Taiwan and Croatia?
So many.
As an American, right? From your perspective,
Yeah,
right? Like, what do you think?
So many.
Okay.
Croatia is more Western, definitely. You can feel it. It's got the culture, it's got the beaches, but there's enough tourism every summer to come in and influence and bring in UK and Western European ideas.
Just travelers and tourists and whatever people working there.
Yeah.
And
So actually, I would say that people in Croatia are more, what's the word I'm looking for? Hesitant to interact with foreigners when they're not working.
Really? Yeah. Because they're inoculated,
Right.
like they're used to it. It's not special.
And there's also a lot of drama, like small town
I see.
drama.
And it must be especially for locals. It's like people are like coming in all the time, changing all the time. Like if you're just hanging out with your friends, you probably don't want to like get to know some like random tourists like here for a couple days.
And they're
It's
always
totally
fighting.
understandable.
They're always fighting, but then friends later. It's weird.
Oh, the locals?
Yeah.
You mean? Oh.
All the business
What do
owners.
you think?
will
They're
fight
like
each other.
passionate people, like
Yeah.
emotionally, like they've got a lot
emotionally
of like,
passionate.
Cool.
They'll fight, cry crazy, and get so angry, and then like the next day it's like, oh, we're friends.
Cool,
On the
cool.
street, oh, we're friends, and then later on, oh, I'm so angry. It's so.
Did you
fun.
ever get in fights with Croatian people?
Nah.
Okay. Do you think you'll ever be back there?
Yeah, if I could, I want to go back. Definitely.
To live?
No,
Okay, a little bit much. Yeah. We'll ask that question again also
I won't live there.
in a bit. You've done a lot of traveling as well.
Yeah.
Where have you been? I have a list from your Instagram pages. I think of places I want to go. Of that you've
more
been
than Instagram,
India,
of course.
Sri Lanka, London, Thailand, Qatar, Hungary, Finland. That's all I got.
What? In
That's all I got.
I was only in Qatar Airport, to be fair.
Okay.
I never-
You are being fair. You are being fair mentioning that. Yes.
It's Doha Airport. It's very fancy. That's why I took the pictures. But there's way more than that. So the first country I ever went to, other than Mexico, in America, was UK. So I flew into London.
Okay.
So I only spent a day in London. Walked around less than 24 hours.
Okay.
So England, came back to England later from Manchester, but we'll get to it later.
Okay.
So England, and then
And what? Because it seemed like on your Instagram you were really taking like a long trip, right? It was like a long
sure.
like adventure like across Europe.
Right.
What was
So
how
the
did
first
this
one-
get started? What was your idea going in? Like
Yeah, so the first one, I was doing a research project with a professor at the University of Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Over Indian polity, like local polity, and how religion relates to how people vote.
you were just telling me a bunch of stuff about Indian religion. I see.
That's how I know, yeah.
I see.
So the whole course, I had to take also the course about Indian religion while I was there. So
Okay.
I
And
learned
doing like
about-
research at the same time with your
Yeah, yeah.
professor. Wow, that's
And
deep.
so
That's
all
deep.
day, yeah.
It's
I would
intense.
write so much. I wrote like 20 pages for like a research paper. But so first I went to England and then I went to India straight away.
Oh wow.
And then I spent,
Because wait, England was just like a transit, like
Yeah.
it was just transferring. At
yeah, it was
London.
just transfer, but it was
I
it was like 15-hour transfer.
Okay,
like,
cool.
Because I want to save money.
Yeah, cool.
So then I went to oh no, you know what? I think I went to Sri Lanka airport first, and then I went to India. I did a whole month in India, maybe a little longer. First Bangalore, then Mysore, and then we did like a.
That's also how you knew about the Indian food back here. Talking about North and South.
Yeah.
You got experience, sir.
Yeah. And so I went from Bangalore to Mysore, which is a southern city in the state of Karnataka. So India has states, just like America, but a little different because it's broken up by regional languages.
Oh, like
India
kind of
has so
ethnic
many-
groups
yeah.
instead of just random ass borders.
Yeah. They're so Karnataka speaks a language called Kannada. I don't remember any of the words. I tried
okay.
really hard, but maybe one. Let me think. It's like somebody's name.
There's going to be one person watching this in the future sometime from that state. They're going to get so pissed off.
It was something
name?
spicy.
A name?
Spicy is the only word I remembered, and it was like Carla or something.
Don't get pissed off, Carla. Carla, the Indian
I don't
lady
remember.
watching this, getting pissed
I'm
off at
sorry,
his bad
I can't
pronunciation.
remember. If I could,
Okay, keep going. Let's get off
Anyway,
the spicy, spicy
so
train.
Canada, I speak Canada.
Okay.
And we also went to Mysore because that's where I did most of my research on, was the old ruins. I don't know if you know.
I don't know.
There's one of the oldest civilizations that was one of the biggest in the world was in Hampi, India, on the coast. Between two rivers, because in India it's always two rivers. They make holy sites are always.
Oh, I see. And there's a lot of rivers in India?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they also had to build the Indian temples on the
like
where
intersections?
intersection of rivers.
Okay.
So I think if you even in America they built them on the.
Okay.
But,
it's a common thing to
always
historical
have
sites
to.
on,
They
or
have to.
religious sites on two rivers. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you had to build.
And
your
in India
temple.
specifically, that's the thing.
Right.
What would it be like? Whole cities built there?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Nowadays,
I mean, it seems like
it's
there's
just,
a lot of reasons you
Now
should.
it's just the temples, but they built the whole city of Hampi. Called Vijayanagara back in the day,
What kind of time frame are we talking about here?
like 1400s.
1400s. Okay.
Yeah.
Old.
Old.
Not Egypt old, but old.
Old. 1400s and AD.
I understand.
So they're medieval.
Oh,
It's medieval.
not old.
Not that old, but
Not old.
It's medieval.
New. That's new.
But the
I thought
crazy thing-
I thought India's civilization was like one of the
oh,
oldest.
they
ever.
are. But this is one of the biggest empires in the world.
Oh, I see. I
But
understand.
the reason why it's so special is that nobody knows that much about it. Right, because it was hidden. So Europe couldn't get to India very easily.
Because mountains, right? Or
Yeah, mountains and also
Distance.
Just be a distance. a
Also
lot of
horses.
things. And
no
also
trains.
there's the Muslims in the way. Makes it hard to get to.
A lot of factors.
And they were always fighting the Muslims, the sultanates of the North India. So it's hard to get there. Only Portuguese could trade with them. Because back in 1400s, the Pope decreed like who gets what dominion over what part of the world.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, like the who's controlling
Yeah,
Europe
yeah.
essentially.
And
Kind
so,
of dishes out like to different countries, like
Yeah.
different regions.
so the
Insane.
first Pope said, "Oh, Portugal, you get this dominion over." Yeah. So that's why they have.
Oh, so they got like the
many footholds.
exclusive license for like India.
Yeah.
Wow, intense.
India and everything in the east. They call the eastern part of the world.
To be
Portuguese
fair, that's hard to
territory.
get to. Just give it to Portugal.
Yeah.
No one else wants to deal with that.
Yeah. So that's why Sri Lanka, Portugal. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Oh, it has like Portuguese forts or something? Like some.
Yeah, it was owned by Portugal.
Oh, really?
Portugal for a
Okay.
long time.
Okay.
It's,
Like
called-
colonized?
Yeah, it's called the island of Sian before.
Which is-
Ceylon. Sorry, Ceylon.
Okay. Which means like related to Portuguese.
Yeah, it's
You're
Portuguese.
saying all of these super smart things. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a
Really,
Portuguese
really, I
word.
don't.
I don't know Portuguese. So
Okay.
My sister can speak fluently, but not me. Spanish.
So tell me about like the rest of your trip. Like, I mean, you said you did this research trip in like
sorry.
Sri Lanka, India, but you still like made like a large tour through Europe. What was this all about?
Yeah, so the first trip I didn't do Europe. I just did India. So the very first time I did UK for like a day, and then Sri Lanka, India, and then I had some time. I was already there, so I went to Thailand.
Okay.
I got very sick in Thailand.
Okay.
I want to go back. I didn't do any cultural things.
Because you were sick.
and drunk. You know?
Okay.
And then
To kill the bacteria. You're being proactive about your medical care.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was trying to get home, and I was stupid. In my first trip, I bought 2 airline tickets from two different companies. So one gets canceled, I can't get home. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got stuck in Malaysia, at the airport in Malaysia. And it was like days after the president's brother of North Korea got shot. Crazy things are gonna
Oh,
happen.
at the airport. Are you related to the president of North Korea by any
Yeah,
chance? Also,
My
just
lover.
distant cousin. Oh, I see. So worried about the cyanotoxin. It was something. What she got? She like sprayed him in the face with like some
but it was,
toxin.
she didn't know it was toxic. It
She
was like a
says
spray-
she was exonerated in Malaysia recently, right? For like, she's like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Someone forced me to do it.
Yeah, well, they said it was a game show to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
like
it
a
was
prank.
show. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's
but she
praising
was exonerated in Malaysia. Like she was
Malaysia.
captured in Malaysia and set free in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you think she was innocent?
Probably.
Okay, I don't
She wasn't
know.
Korean,
I don't know.
so-
I don't have many like Korean like conspiracy theories going on, so I don't know. I'm sure someone does though. I'm sure someone does.
Yeah, I think it's more effective. If
Europe?
Europe. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
So,
How about your grand tour?
I got really addicted to travel. Oh, first I went to Denmark
Okay.
on the same trip.
Was it? Same trip?
I had to buy another ticket home, so it was
Because you're in
cheaper.
Malaysia. You're
Cheaper to buy a ticket. Well, first I went to Sri Lanka, thinking I could jump on another plane, the same ticket. I was
Okay.
like, oh, I could beat them.
Yeah.
But they said, oh, the whole ticket's canceled if you miss your
Okay.
flight.
Okay.
So I had to buy another ticket, and I bought one to Denmark, so Copenhagen, and then I had like so much fun in Copenhagen, and then I went home and I the whole time I went back to school and did my studies, but I just I wanted to travel again. So Christmas time comes. No, wait, before that, summertime comes. Forget.
And in any case,
Must have been another.
You made your way to Europe.
Yeah.
What happened there?
I went to. I remember because I went. No, you're right. It's wintertime.
I was right. I told you it was winter.
Okay,
I told you, man, it was winter.
No. Okay.
You're trying to tell me
I
summer.
went to,
It was
I went to
winter
Germany.
the whole time.
I remember. I went to Germany because I wanted to practice my German. I was taking many semesters in class.
Can you say something in German?
What do you want to say?
Say like, "What's up?"
Oh, was geht up?
Nice. Really? Was geht up?
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Or you can say wie geht's, like how you doing?
Wie geht's? Well, I like was geht up. I think that's super cool. Okay, and
Okay, so I wanted to practice my German. So I went to Germany, and I planned this whole trip. So I flew into Switzerland, the French-speaking side, just to take a train. So I went to Geneva, took a train from Geneva to Zurich, and which is German-speaking.
okay.
And they speak a different dialect. It was really tough, but I got by on my German in Switzerland. I was so proud of myself.
You mean also German, but a different dialect of German?
It's like very.
They call it like High German and Swiss German. Is it like
Swiss
that?
German, yeah.
Okay.
Swiss Deutsch.
I see.
So they talk in that weird dialect. It's hard to understand.
I see.
Where's
Where's the part of Switzerland that borders Germany is German?
Yeah.
Like I see.
So there's like cantons. It's almost like states, so it's separated.
Okay.
Some of them are German, some are French.
Culturally.
Yeah.
Right.
They
okay.
only speak French. Other ones only speak German.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But they all speak English. That's like
Okay.
a unified language.
Cool.
Also in India, I forgot to mention, in the southern states, everybody speaks English as the unifying language.
Interesting.
In the north, it's Hindi.
In debate, we talked about India recently, about them having a seat on the UN Security Council, some obscure thing, and looking up a lot of facts about India. I thought English was like a national language of India, and it might be like a regional language, but it's not a huge amount of people that can speak it. Like, I don't know what it was, like 12% or something of people, which still, when you take, India, and you take 12% of India, that's a lot of people. That's a huge amount of people. But it was like, you couldn't go to just anywhere and just speak to anyone, I also don't know how they measure that. There could be some, maybe there's like a large fluency and like a very low level of English for some, trade or something.
Yeah,
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. So, but only South speaks India.
English.
South of India speaks English. North all speaks Hindi.
As the common tongue.
Yeah.
I see.
So they
I see.
always have local languages.
Okay.
So the way that they can communicate with each other in the north is Hindi.
And might they also have, I guess, I don't know, I've never been, but I guess they might also have regional languages. Like,
that's
they
what
could have like several, like local and perhaps regional. Like
usually that's how
there could
they
be
divide
some
it.
mix, some like.
Not really. They
Okay.
divided the country up that way.
Based on languages.
So that's what the states are.
So Switzerland also has these cantons, regions.
Cantons.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, some of the cantons are all are French, like more than one, and some of them are German, more than one. But so I wanted to go to the German speaking parts.
Yeah,
but Switzerland is the most expensive place I've ever been in my whole life.
Okay.
So,
You're just complaining about like Finland. Switzerland worse?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
We're talking like the equivalent of like 10 euros for like McDonald's value meal.
Oh, crazy.
Insane. I
Crazy.
can't. So I'm like,
Yeah. What's the price in euros here? 3?
3
in
no,
Taiwan?
3
€3.
5, yeah. No, it's like $5.
Okay.
It's like a premium sandwich at McDonald's here.
Okay.
You can get one for like less than €1 here.
Okay.
At McDonald's, if you really want. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in Switzerland, the bottom menu.
A bottom menu.
The very, very bottom.
10,
it's like 10 euros.
10 euros.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't use euros though. They
Crazy.
Use,
I think it's really funny that's actually like comparing McDonald's sandwich prices is like actually a very good way to understand economics in different countries because it is very universal, right?
It's
it is
universal.
like a real thing.
Exactly.
Like they have it in all different countries, and you can like that's how much you can buy with like so many dollars is like this kind of McDonald's thing. We don't like you can't compare like sticky tofu prices in Switzerland.
Sticky tofu, you can't.
Yeah. So
they use Swiss
you went to Germany, you went to Switzerland.
Then I went to Germany.
And how long is this?
So I did this one.
taking?
I want to say like 2 months, maybe 3.
Okay.
On the border of 3. So then I went to Germany, and I wanted to tour around Germany. So, well, no, that's not true. Wait, first I went to Switzerland, and then I took a plane because I really wanted to see Finland. It was my
Okay.
dream.
Okay.
Because I love Finland.
Okay.
I'm like in love with the whole concept.
What do you think? Finland or San Diego?
Oh man,
Got to choose.
I would go to Helsinki.
Cool.
I love Finland so much.
Cool.
I don't know. I can't explain exactly what it is.
Is
that
it
I
like
love
the
so much.
spirit, like the
Yeah.
aura, like?
Yeah, they're so reserved, but like so outgoing. Once you start talking to them, you're just afraid to make the first move.
You like the people you meet, like the culture?
It's like they have like all this stuff coiled up inside, and they want to like get it out, but they're too shy. So as soon as it's like pushing a button, and like the spring blood jumps out.
Cool.
So it's very fun. I liked it a lot. So if I could live in Finland, I would be so happy.
It's also pricey.
Yeah,
Would that be do you think, a big limiting factor for a lot of people who want to live there? I
definitely.
mean, visas aside,
Yeah.
everything else aside, money is a big thing.
Yeah, we're talking like €8 for a beer.
Oh,
It's pretty expensive.
wow, intense. Why is that? Taxes or just economy
Well,
in
that's
general?
so beer is controlled by the. To be fair, beer is.
Beer is a
controlled by
bad
the
example for that, but
Yeah.
there's just
Things
things
are
generally
expensive
talks
because
a lot,
they
talk
have
a lot.
the tax rate is very high. A lot of people make good money salaries. So,
I see.
but also beer and all alcohol is controlled by the state of Finland. So all the breweries and like distilleries are owned by the state of Finland.
Really, communist beer.
Yeah.
Dope.
So what they do is they take ferries to Estonia, where
To
it's
go
really
party, you
cheap.
mean?
Yeah, they partied there and then they buy all their alcohol in like huge and bring it in backpacks.
Wow, like smuggle it?
Yeah.
A bit, kind of.
A little bit, yeah.
I see.
It's still legal, but
Cool.
so
cool.
people in Estonia hate Finns.
Because they're there all the time.
Yeah, 'cause they're all
buying up-
drunk, too.
and partying.
Yeah,
like
they're
all
all
the Finnish
drunk.
people they encounter are drunk. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
but
the people.
always Finns are better than the Russians. They always tell me. Yeah.
Oh, for like how they behave.
Yeah. The Russians when they get drunk.
So you went to Finland. Did you drink or no drink?
Of course, they drank.
Oh my God, you drank. Where did you go after that?
So I went to Finland and I flew back, and I was supposed to fly back to Zurich, but I remember.
It sounds like you have a lot of plane issues.
Well, this was not an issue. I just didn't want to go back to Zurich. So I asked if I could pull my bags off.
Because you were just kind of traveling and just
Yeah.
kind of like seeing the
Yeah.
world, and so you just have this feeling like nah. And
Yeah, I
then
had a
you-
layover. Yeah, in Germany, and I almost forget the name of the city. It's a big city in
Okay.
Germany.
Berlin.
No.
That's the only one I know.
Western Germany. Yeah, Western Germany.
Okay.
It was it's on the tip of my tongue.
I only know Berlin. I hear they got like big airport problems though in Berlin.
no.
They have some like crazy airport that like never
I've
opened.
never been to Berlin, so I don't know. I have to look it up. It's
Look it up,
driving
look it
me
up.
crazy. Okay.
This man is embarrassed about his Arizona and Colorado knowledge. He's got it at least, and he didn't know what else. How to say spicy in a regional Indian language. Embarrassing if you ask me.
Frankfurt. Okay.
Frankfurt, okay.
Frankfurt,
You
okay.
should have looked that. That's good to look
I
that
had
up.
to look that one up. I
Got pissed
forgot.
off people here.
So in Frankfurt,
Do you understand, David? I have on my YouTube channel a subscriber, and that subscriber, he's looking for quality content here.
You're right. It must be.
He should know what the city is. Okay.
you're right.
Good.
I have to
good.
be informative.
Yes, exactly. For the one audience member.
I don't want to redact this whole interview.
We have to like go back and like bleep things, do voiceovers like
Yeah.
it was Frankfurt. I don't really remember. Let me look it up, Frankfurt.
My whole thing. This is just like a black line. But so I went to Frankfurt. And I went to Frankfurt, and my first experience of Germany was the worst you could possibly get of Germany, because I went to the Hauptbahnhof, which is like the
worst?
main-
Is this the place for a Holocaust joke or?
No. I went to the Hauptbahnhof, which is
Okay.
like the name for like the main central station.
Okay.
Bahnhof is train, so
Okay.
Hauptbahnhof is like the house of the train, the main one.
Like a
is
train
the main
station?
one. Yeah, train station.
They
the
call it the-
central one,
Oh, central. They call it the House of the Train.
kind of. I think
Like loosely translated to
Yeah,
English would be something like that. That's adorable.
it's
I love it.
Hauptbahnhof. And so I went there, and the one specifically in Frankfurt is notorious for being where all the poor people are,
Oh, okay.
and so Germany has a program. If you're hooked on drugs, heroin, they can give you the methadone
Yeah.
clinics. So the methadone clinics are located by the main train.
So that's where they hang out.
So I walk outside, and it's like dirty construction and like druggies walking around everywhere and prostitute. And then my apartment building, my hotel building was on the same street as the red light district.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, shit, walking
interesting.
by, and I almost got dragged into like one of the
at least interesting, I think, because we don't have that in the States. We don't have red light
true.
districts,
Yeah.
you know? It's kind of...
So some
Kinda
prostitutes
interesting.
and the bouncer like this, and they literally tried dragging me. I still have all my bags on.
Oh,
Tried to drag
like
me
your
inside.
backpack, like your like hiking backpack, like
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to...
And they tried to drag me inside. I'm like, no. It's not a porno. I'm going home. So I'm like, oh man, I mean, it was a big mistake. I shouldn't have been. But it was actually pretty fun. I went to, I only had like a few hours in Frankfurt because I wanted to go see some other parts. Munich was my next stop. So I walked around, and it was actually a beautiful city.
Do you like doing that if you go to a new city, just walk?
Yeah, always.
Just to see?
The first day, I always.
Do you like
walk
listen to
around.
music as you walk, or what do you do? Just
I don't
enjoy. Just
when I walk, I don't listen to music.
Okay,
I wanna
soak it in.
interact,
Soak it
yeah.
in.
I want to talk to people if I see
Cool,
them.
cool,
Just like
cool.
see it. I have an active imagination, so I always think about, oh, what does this look like a long time ago? Or
One thing I have to stop you here and ask you about is I noticed on your Instagram you have this hashtag a lot, solo travel. The next thing I want to ask you is,
would it be possible to pause for a second? I need to use El Baño.
he's gotta pee. Okay, we'll pause it. See you guys in a second.
Thank you.